A federal jury has decided the fate of the president's son. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. I'm Jurnee Taylor. Moments ago, Hunter Biden was found guilty after being accused of lying about his drug addiction on a gun purchase. Nicole Scanga brings you the latest.
The jury in Hunter Biden's criminal gun trial has found the president's son guilty of possessing a gun while being a drug user and making false statements about his drug use when buying that gun in October 2018. Jurors reached their verdict on the first full day of deliberations. During 6 days of testimony, the jury heard from a parade of witnesses, including members of the Biden family. Jurors also heard audio excerpts from Hunter Biden's memoir.
I used my superpower, finding crack anytime, anywhere.
Prosecutors presented text messages Hunter Biden sent to his brother Beau's widow, Hallie Biden, when they were in a relationship. She testified 2 days after Hunter Biden purchased the gun. He wrote he was sleeping on a car smoking crack. Biden's defense attorney said that was a false story Hunter used as an excuse to avoid seeing Hallie. Days later, she found Hunter Biden's gun and threw it away in a dumpster. Biden's defense told the jury he considered himself in recovery and no longer a drug user when he bought the firearm. The jury, made up of 6 men and 6 women, did not ever hear directly from Hunter Biden. He chose not to take the stand. Hunter Biden's wife, the First Lady, and other relatives were fixtures in the courtroom, showing up to support him. In closing arguments, the prosecution urged the jury to ignore them and the media, adding, "People sitting in the gallery are not evidence." The president's son could face prison time. Nicole Scanga, CBS News, Wilmington, Delaware.
And of course, as we learn more throughout the day, we'll be the first to bring it to you. Now back home here with Tracy Bean. Tracy Bean, it's a quiet, warm day. It's not terribly hot out there. What's going on in the weather department?
Oh, it's a fantastic day. Those humidity levels are low, and outside right now we are upper 70s, lower 80s, and we're really going to top out in the mid 80s as a whole. So it is a fantastic day to get out there. A little cloud cover as well to keep you from getting too terribly hot. We will trend up again to around the mid 80s and then back down once again by 9 o'clock tonight. It'll be 74 degrees. Now we are looking for the next 3 days to warm up just incrementally, but plenty of sunshine. Those low humidity values will continue around for the next few days, but you know, as I say, 87 and 91, hot is hot. Just won't feel quite as sauna-like, but by Friday, that 96 is going to feel like a sauna. Plenty of sunshine ahead, and that's going to be the case for the next few days, but next week you get a little reprieve as temperatures drop back down to around 90, but we'll have more of that forecast and when we can expect our next rainfall coming up in about 15 minutes.
All right, Tracy, thank you. It was business as usual at Jefferson County's quorum court meeting last night, but it was a different story when County Judge Gerald Robinson left the room. If you recall, he's the same man who refused to sign employee payroll, leaving hundreds without their hard-earned cash. Now, members of the quorum court are taking action against Judge Robinson because they say he continues to ignore agenda items put forth by other elected officials.
We need some representation in the room. We need someone who is, I guess, experienced within the law.
There is history here about fighting for making this place better, and we want to help. And so that's what brought us here.
Judge Robertson has not responded to our team's attempt to reach out. As for hiring an outside attorney, the quorum court says it needs to conduct a thorough review of the ordinance before that can happen. UAPB has a few extra dollars sitting in their back pockets, and they plan to use that money to help preserve the rich history on campus. $2 million is being poured into renovating the school's Hazard building. The gymnasium already went through a facelift, and now the university is hoping to make their facilities a place that caters to just about everyone. With the focus now on making internal repairs, campus officials say it wouldn't be possible without the help of others.
We just appreciate the Arkansas Natural and Cultural Resources Council for making monies like this available for state entities to come in and support the work that needs to be done on these state buildings.
Vice Chancellor Martin says the newest changes will allow for additional sports tournaments, panels, workshops, and much more. It hasn't even been a month since school let out, and there's been multiple shootings across central Arkansas involving minors. The latest being one in Jacksonville and 2 others in North Little Rock, all of which remain under investigation with no arrests being made. As you can imagine, people in those communities feel the impact whenever an act of violence happens and are demanding for something to change.
We can talk about it for 2 or 3 weeks and it fades. It goes on and on until we stop the murders.
Those demands being met by activist groups who are working to keep kids busy and away from the violence. And that brings us to the search for these 2 people you see on your screen right now. Terry Rhodes Jr. and Terrell Williams, both still on the run after last being seen fleeing from a shooting scene where one child was hurt. Police are asking you to be on the lookout as they work to find these 2.
Newer model with paper tags driven by Mr. Rhodes Jr. and the public is asked to be extremely careful with them because they are considered armed and dangerous at this time.
Now, police believe the 2 are still in the state, and if you happen to see them, you're urged to call police. Happening today, the next step for issuing a gaming license as the time winds down for 2 groups to submit applications for consideration. Cherokee Nation Entertainment and Gulfside Partnership both bringing their A game, but only Cherokee Nation Entertainment has the backing of the county judge, which is a requirement to receive the license. During consideration, here's what the Racing Commission is looking for: actual gaming experience, the timeline for opening the casino, and proof of financial stability. So far, Gulfside has not announced whether they will submit an application. However, the scoring process gets underway tomorrow. Also happening today, moviegoers will join alongside independent filmmakers for this year's Bentonville Film Festival. There is going to be something for everyone as films will start premiering tonight and last through Sunday. The festival will include multiple venues and features a lineup of panels geared toward giving an inside look at the entertainment industry.
It's a good opportunity to, not only see films that have played all over the world and at all these different festivals, but if you're interested in the behind the scenes of what it takes to make a film or how someone gets involved in the business.
Passes for the week start at $100, but single tickets can also be purchased for individual events. And theater fans have a big reason to celebrate because tickets are now on sale for the hit Broadway show Hamilton. It hits the stage at the Walton Arts Center this summer in Fayetteville. To secure your spot to see the award-winning show, visit the Walton Arts Center's website. Well, men are expected to live shorter lives than women. When we get back, the reason why and how you can break the cycle.
And we've had an absolutely beautiful Tuesday. Wednesday's not looking so bad either. Those humidity levels are going to stay low, but you can see those temperatures are inching up. By the weekend, how is it going to feel and when is that next rainfall? I'll let you know coming up in my forecast.